Get her.
Good morning, everybody. I'm getting out of the house to go down and get the mail. We haven't been able to get it in a couple days. We wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. This week's kind of been a little bit different for us. We had an accident on the Homestead. Oh, Sunday evening, and today's Thursday morning. Couple of months back, we had decided we were going to get a dog for the property. We have Emmy Lou, and she's coming. Taking her with me this morning. We have Emmy Lou, and she's a little 7-pound Yorkie Shih Tzu mix. So kind of just a lap dog. She thinks she's a farm dog, but she weighs about 7.5 pounds. So about 2 months ago, we decided to get a farm dog. We had looked at Livestock guardian dogs, the Great Pyrenees and Anatolian, because we have the goats and we have the sheep here on the property. But I wanted something a little different, not something that wasn't so large. We do have animals get out and we do rotationally graze our animals, and so I wanted something that maybe could herd them. So we went and we were thinking, okay, what are the herding breeds? And we were thinking about the Australian Shepherd, the Border Collie, or a Heeler, and any mix of any of them. And we had a local gal that bred some Border Collies. And so about 2 months ago, we got a Border Collie puppy. He was about 3.5 months at the time that we got him. And he's about 5.5 months now. And on Sunday evening, it was rainy here. We have a goat that's perpetually been getting out and just living out because we can't keep her in any fence. It doesn't matter how high, doesn't matter if it's the Premier 1 fencing, doesn't matter if it's cattle panels, doesn't matter how high it is. She just jumps the fence and gets out, or runs through the fence and gets out.
Yes, you are the guilty one.
So we had the bucks get out. This is the doe. We didn't want her bred. So Kevin went to get grain, and I let Jack out in the rain to go and herd this goat, which he's done many, many times before. I actually have some footage I'll put in this video of him working her. Okay, that's our pup Jack. He's about 6 months old. He's learning to work our animals here on the farm. He's a Border Collie puppy. Jack knows he needs to get her turned around to go at her haunches. So he's gonna go up and try to get her to turn around so he can get after her. Mosquitoes or gnats, whatever, everywhere. So we let him out. I went in to take my glasses in because it was rainy and I couldn't see with all the water on it. And Kevin had the grain and was taking it to get the bucks back in. And he turned around just on time to see Jack roll and get up. One of his rear legs was hanging and he fell to the ground immediately. We don't know if it was just he slipped in the mud and rolled, or if the goat actually attacked him, which is what we're suspecting happened, because he did break his leg. This was Sunday evening about 5:30 p.m. So I texted our vet and said, I first originally thought it was dislocation, but that wasn't the case. It is broken. And the vet said, give him some carprofen, some pain management, anti-inflammatories, and bring him there first thing when they open at 8 in the morning. Okay.
Okay, buddy.
Okay.
So Jack's got a bum leg. He got injured yesterday chasing after the goat. So we're up early this morning and we're getting him into the vet to get him checked out. Because that ain't right.
Okay. So we did that. We showed up at 8:15.
It's not a fun day.
16 today.
It's not a fun day, is it?
And dropped him off, and about 20 minutes later, when we're headed back home, we get a call from our vet. He's a wonderful vet. And he said, the leg's not dislocated, it is broken. And the femur bone is broken. It's broken into, and it's not a surgery that I can do. So immediately that day, we had two choices. Both of them were, one of them was about an hour and a half from our house because of our rural location. The other is about 2 hours from our house to try to get him in for surgery, to have it repaired.
Just ended up making a couple-hour drive to a different city. We were able to get Jack in to a vet that's going to be able to go do surgery on him. We actually just dropped him off. They're going to be doing surgery this afternoon. So we'll keep y'all updated.
So all Monday, we went and we were looking for the surgeon we wanted to pick. We found one, got him up there. They were able to actually get him into surgery that day, which was Monday afternoon. They kept him overnight, and we went Tuesday afternoon late, right before they closed, to pick him up.
Well, we just got done picking up Jack. Let's see if we can see him. There he is. Still alive. I'm gonna try to get out on the road and head home.
They ended up putting in a plate and 6 screws. So pretty serious break we had. Completely broken in half, the leg was. So we've been, this is a border collie puppy, guys. If you guys know anything about border collies, they tend to be high energy. And we're trying to teach him, he's kind of in the Tyrannosaurus Rex stage where he gets into everything and he doesn't listen. Really high energy. And they tell us now for 6 weeks to 8 weeks, 6 weeks if he heals quickly, that we have to keep him still, keep him down. And so that's what we've been trying to do. So we're a little bit exhausted. There is 3 different medications that I'm giving throughout the day and night, trying to keep him comfortable, making sure he gets his antibiotics, trying to keep him down, trying to keep him, make sure he's not going to be able to get out the staples he has in. The incision, we can put a picture of it in the video as well. We'll put it in. The incision is probably close to 1 foot long in length. Prognosis is good. He's young, so that is, if we can keep him down and he can heal well, the prognosis is very good for him to have a normal life. But now what we have to kind of go through is, what I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about is that when you set up a homestead and you have goals, depending on what your goals are for yourself and for that homestead. For us, we wanted to be able to be producers, not consumers. And as part of being producers, we wanted to be able to produce as much of the meat and dairy as we could for ourselves. So we got chickens for eggs. We've been raising chickens for meat. We got the heritage breed turkeys for meat and for eggs as well, if we want to eat their eggs. Sorry, watching Emmy Lou, she's down there. And then we wanted to get some red meat. And we have 7 acres of land here for them to graze on, and just felt like sheep would be a good fit. We got decided on a heritage breed triple sheep, which means it's a wool sheep, so we can harvest the wool and process the wool. They're great for eating. They're not real large, but they're great for eating, and as well as milking. This is a breed you can milk. We got Shetland sheep. That's why we decided to go with them. And they've been amazing. They've been easy. So that's not been a problem. The dairy goats, on the other hand, have been a challenge. Little Miss Harley, who is wonderful, I love her to pieces, but she proceeded to only give me about an average of 2 cups of milk a day, which is not enough to make yogurt or cheese, barely enough to bake and cook with, not enough to drink for sure. So we added in Violet, and therein lies the problem. Violet is not suited to our homestead. So we're having to check our systems and decide what do we want to do? How do we want to move forward? We really wanted dairy on our homestead. It's a big deal to us. If nothing else, to have it to make the mozzarella cheese and to, oh gosh, these gnats are going to be the end of me, I tell you guys. But to be able to make cheese with and be able to bake with and cook with gravies and such, that was a big deal to us. So, and we didn't really think we were ready for a dairy cow. So now we know that Violet's not staying. I don't know what we're going to do with her at this point. I don't know whether we will try to sell her. She's a 3/4 La Mancha, 1/4 boar, which to us wasn't a big deal. I wanted the La Mancha, had a hard time finding La Manchas here in our area. So in this one that came up that was a 1/4 boar, I didn't really think much of it. She'll still produce milk. Her mother was a La Mancha and had a great bag. Just wanted the quantity of milk. But she does have the boar goat in her. I don't know how attractive she'll be for anybody else to want to buy her. So she actually might go to freezer camp. I don't know, guys. It's one of those decisions, hard decisions on a homestead, but she cannot stay here. Especially not if she's taken to, and she had attempted to kind of attack Jack a couple of times. So anyways, sorry for the rambling. I'll see what makes it in this and what doesn't make it in this clip, but I at least wanted to talk with y'all and let you know we're exhausted. We're very happy that the surgery went well and Jack's going to be all right. But now we have decisions to make as to how best to move forward on the homestead and the property. You know, what are we going to do now? Are we going to keep the goats? Are we going to sell the goats? The other thing about the goats is that they're great for property management. For taking down, you can see all the brush, for clearing this type of brush out and opening things up and managing the property. But is it going to be worth it to keep it? You know, as you go through, and if you're new or thinking about establishing a homestead, like I said, there's trial and errors. And we've always been open and said, we're going to try something. If it doesn't work for us, we'll move on. So time will tell. We have a lot of discussions that we need to have on this and really sit back and think if goats are the way we want to go, or if we want to, you know, just try to find local raw dairy until we're ready to get a dairy cow. I don't really know how that's going to look right now. So I'll put up, I had just filmed for you guys like 2 days before Jack working with Violet. And we have some pictures of him, and we have pictures of the leg and the surgery. So if y'all think about us, and set a little prayer up for Jack if you would, and that he'll heal well and quickly, and that he'll stay still enough for the leg to heal well.
What are we doing?
Walking the dog.
Jack.
Jack. We're giving the sheep cookies.
Okay, let's go.
Cookies.
What do you say, dude? And there's the aftermath. Hey, buddy. Say hi to everyone. He's a sweetie. Nope. So they had to open him up pretty good. He's got a lot of staples. So we got quite the little, couple month recovery ahead of us for this poor little guy. But at least he got to keep his leg. You say hi to everybody. Jack. 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 Maybe not. Maybe later. That's a hungry boy there. Uh-oh. Come here, Emmy Lou. Come here, little.
Do you want your food?
That's the first time I've ever heard him growl at her. Probably because he's starving.
That's your food there.
Poor guy.
Oh, his babies.
Somebody getting some loves.
Oh, no. Hi. Hi. Oh, baby, baby.
So Jack's doing about as good as he can be, considering the circumstances. He's just out here chilling.
Just a little update on what we've got going on. And we'll keep on keeping on, keep trying to get things up that might help you guys learn or that you might be interested in. And thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support, your subscribes, your likes, and your shares. It means a bunch. And I hope you have a fantastic day.